Hey guys, in today's video we're gonna do some climbing games, or a climbing game, and I'm joined by 3 other climbers and they're going to introduce themselves now, starting with...
I'm Lara, who you already know me. I've been climbing for 5 years and I'm horrible at it, so this is gonna be great.
I'm Dim, I've been climbing for 4 months.
My name is Anna, I've been climbing for 1.5 years now and I'm getting pretty decent at it.
So, without further ado, let's get to the climbing. The idea behind this game is quite simple. Each climber will bring along a piece of tape. This tape will be used to mark holds. Marked holds cannot be used during the climb. If a climber falls and fails to top out the route, he or she is out of the game. The game continues until there's only 1 climber left. We'll be climbing in a set order. The first one to climb is, as you can see here, Lara. Second is Anne. Third is Dim. And last one will be me. After we've completed a round, we'll start over with Lara and repeat the sequence. We have chosen to play this game on this green 4B. The reason we picked this route is because it's relatively easy for us and it's quite short. I'll be speeding up each of the clips where the climber has passed the last marked hole. I'll be doing this so you can enjoy more of the struggles and less of the boring parts. And this is round 1 for Anne. He shouldn't have much trouble with this first round, since there's only 1 marked hole. And indeed, he just puts his left foot up high and skips the first marked hole. Right here we can see the first struggle. You can see that Anne has taped the tape a bit too well on his hand and he has to use his teeth to remove it. One other rule that I forgot to explain is that you cannot tape a hold that you already used during your climb. So in this case Anne tried to tape one of the holds that he has already previously grabbed, and Dim reminds him that he cannot tape that hole. Because of that, he's taping the one right here. And here's round 1 for Dim. He has no troubles with the first marked hold and he goes straight for one of the biggest jugs in the route. He marks it and takes it out of the game. I guess he doesn't like jugs. Good guy Dim remarking the mark that Anne did to make it more visible for the video. Thanks Dim! And here's my first round. No troubles at all with the first mark. No troubles with the second mark either. Who needs them jugs anyway? Third mark, no problemo. But here comes the first struggle. I can't get the tape off. Stupid tape. Also, I make a mistake here by taping a hold that I actually already used, which is not allowed. We didn't realize until I was back on the ground and reran the climb. So technically speaking, I was out of the game from this point, but I was still allowed to continue. So now that everyone has climbed, we'll go back to Lara. Round 2. No real troubles with the first two marks. Lara easily skips the first mark by putting her left foot up high. And she passes the second mark by just reaching for the next hole. The third mark is no problem at all either. But here comes the first trouble, and that's the foothold that I just marked in the previous round. Nice! Come up! She manages to pass the section with the marks and goes through to the next round. And here you can see she has a special tactic to go on in the game, and that's by keeping the route as easy as possible instead of making it as hard as possible. Whether it will pay off or not, you'll see soon. So here's round 2 for Arqué. I think he got the same idea as I had here, and that's to remove footholds. And now Arqué is at the section with all the marks, so this is the hard section at the moment. He seems to be struggling a bit. But he makes it after committing to a dynamic move. Allez! Round 2 for Dim. Let's go! Again, the first couple of marks, no problem. The last mark didn't seem to have an effect on Dim, but in this game, just like many other games, some actions don't take effect immediately. And now Dim has reached the hard section. Well, I say hard, but he makes it look easy. And on top of that, he made it even harder for the rest of us. Now it's time for round 2 for me. And once again, I make the mistake of taping a hold that I already used. I feel disgusted. I'm utterly appalled by my action here. No, but seriously, how did I forget that I already used that hold? It's literally one hold back. I guess we need to do a rematch. Leave in the comments down below if you'd like to see this game again in one of my videos. I'll make sure there's someone there that keeps track of what I've used and what I haven't used. Or I should just pay attention to what I've done. Yeah. Well, at least the hard section doesn't seem to be too hard for me yet. So now it's time for round 3 with Lara. Let's see how she does. So now basically from the start she seems to be struggling. Basically everything from the start up to the middle is hard now. Despite that, she's doing really well. And here she marks another hold, and it's another foot thingy. I guess no one wants to use their feet and just use their arm strength. Anyway, Lara makes it through and goes to round 4. Now it's round 3 for Anne. She seems to be doing quite alright for the first bit. But right here you can see it's getting really hard for him. Despite that, he finds a really nice solution and progresses. And right here, he tries to skip a hold so he can tape it, but he falls. Don't worry, Anne, you might have been the first to fall, but the real loser here is me. Round 3 for Dim. Right here you can see that Dim is trying to make use of his length by skipping 2 holds, so he can tape him later. But it's a bit too hard and he's forced to use one of the 2 holds next to him. Right here he tries to mark the hold that he skipped, but there it goes to tape. Anyway, it doesn't matter, we taped the hold after his climb. And once again, the hard section looks so easy when Dim does it. He makes good use of his length, as you can hear me say in Dutch.
Hij is zo freaking lang.
And he makes it. Dim goes on to round 4. Round 3 for the guy with the terrible memory. Hey look, I'm finally playing the game as I'm supposed to be playing it. As you can see here, this is a close call. I tried to put my foot up in the texture on the wall and slip, but I don't fall, so I continue. I make it past the hard section despite the slip with relative ease and go on to round 4. This is the start of round 4 for Lara. And right off the bat she places a mark on one of the starting holds. This is a really good tactic if you're not sure if you can finish the route. Because if you do fall, at least you've placed your mark and maybe the next climber will fall as well and you can force out a draw. And there's a really hard move here, and will she make it? Come on!
Kom Lara!
Yes, she does, barely. And right here, there's absolutely nothing left for the feet anymore, except for the textures in the wall. Lara seems to be struggling and she falls. Lara is out of the game in round 4. 1v1. So this is round 4 for Dim, and as you can hear, he challenges me to a 1v1. But what he doesn't realize is that he's challenging a cheater. What he doesn't realize here is that he's actually in the final together with Lara. And if he gets higher up than Lara, then he actually wins. So he's 1v1ing Lara. And right here you can see that Dim easily reaches the hold that Lara was struggling with. But then he gets at the section where there are no footholds anymore. And he seems to be struggling just like Lara. If he makes it one hold further, then Dim wins. And right here you can see he's making a desperation move. He tries to jump for the next hold, but he doesn't get it. Dim falls, but still wins because he makes a positive movement towards the next hold. Dim really wants to try the crux of the route again, that's why he climbs up. He sets himself up for the jump, but fails again.
Victory lap.
So this is round 4 for me, but as you guys already know, I'm out of the game. But I don't realize this here yet, so I'm being all smug, because I think I have this in the bag. Right here you can see that I'm testing if I could skip one of the unmarked holds. And apparently it is possible. I didn't mark the hold there because I had other plans. So now I've arrived at the section without the footholds. But what's the cameraman doing? You can't see my feet. Oh well, doesn't really matter. As you can see, I put my foot up really high in one of the textures and make the move. And after that I just want to show off and mark the biggest hold in the route and then jump past it. I make the jump and act even more smug than I did before. If only I didn't cheat.
So guys, that was the game and I'm the winner! Yay! So guys, what did you think of this game?
Game was pretty fun. It's a shame that I fucked up.
Dim?
It's pretty nice. Didn't like the beta. Pretty bad to be honest, but
No, I liked it. I got a lot further than I thought.
Yeah, you did really well.
Thank you.
Anyway, this is it for the video. If you liked it, give it a
Thumbs up, comments.
Like?
subscribe!
Why?
That's it, see you guys later.